Hello students. In the last video, we have seen about dative, accusative, object in INEMSATs. There are a few types of verbs which always take both the objects, dative object and accusative object. Then how to use those objects in the sentence as well as their position. If those objects are used as a noun, what should be the sentence construction? What should be the position of those nouns? If they are used as pronouns, then what should be the sentence construction? What should be the position of that? Those nouns, those pronouns. If it is there is one noun and one pronoun, then what should be the situation? So these things we have seen just now in the last video. Now in this video, we are going to learn personal pronomen in nominative, accusative, and dative. So let's start. Nominative pronomen and accusative pronomen you have already studied in standard 11. Purposely I have given the meanings also beside the accusative and dative personal pronomen. Now we have learnt in the last video that for dative we always ask the question when. When bedeutet to or for whom. So whenever we ask the question to or for whom, definitely we get the answer in to or for form only. That's why especially for dative I have written specifically to or for me, to or for you. Whatever sentences are coming in your syllabus, you just keep in mind that whatever are the objects are accusative, and for whomever you are purchasing, you are gifting, or you are giving those objects, are that person is dative. So let's read once this personal pronomen table and then we can see the examples of the same. Ich mich mir, du dich dir, in im, es im, sie ihr, wir uns, ihr euch, sie ihnen, sie ihnen. Now, if you are talking about the people, you can simply translate the sentence and use the appropriate personal pronomen. But if it is about the object, you know that already in nominative and accusative, we go as per the article of that object. So the similar way we have to consider here also, that we will see now with the help of examples. So whenever we use personal pronomen about objects, we have to keep in mind that we have to go according to the article of that object. For example, I will tell you the first example. Ich schenke meinem Vater einen Pullover. As I told you, whatever type of sentences, whatever type of examples are coming for you, in those examples, just keep in mind the object will be in accusative and the person to whomever or to for whom you are giving anything, that is always in dative. So naturally here pullover is the nominative part and my name Father is the dative part. So for dative, it is easy to use it is easy to replace the personal pronomen. I gift a pullover to my father, so definitely I gift it to him. So I have given purposely meanings there. So for to him, we are using him. So we can easily decide that for my name father, him will come. But now what's about pullover? In English, we will say it. I gift it to him. But in German, we can't use it as per the meaning. We have to go as per the article of the noun. Here, pullover article is masculine. Einen shows that it is masculine. So, we have to use the masculine accusative. And for masculine noun, accusative is in. So, we have to use ich schenke in ihm. Now, whenever we are converting both the nouns into pronouns, accusative should come first, then dative should come. That's why in has come first and then im should come. Okay. So, this we have seen for masculine. Now, let's see one more example. Sie kauft ihrer Tochter eine Bluse. So, she buys a top for her daughter. Now, here person is for her daughter. So, for her will be in dative. For her, you can directly write ear. Now blues is a feminine noun. So we have to use feminine accusative. That means the accusative. Whenever masculine noun will come, you have to refer er or in according to the case, whether it is nominative or accusative. If it is feminine noun is coming, you have to use the article wala. That means z. Z in nominative and accusative it is remaining same, so it doesn't matter. But you have to keep in mind that whenever noun is feminine, you have to use z as a personal pronoun. So here z couch, z ear. Now let's see what happens in case of neutral noun. Wir kaufen unseren Eltern ein Radio. We buy a radio for our parents. Now here radio is a object, parents is a noun. That means it's a person. So for my parents will be dative, that is for them. So here for them will be ihnen. Okay, and for radio the article should be s, because whenever the noun is neutral you have to use s as a personal pronoun. So please keep in mind whenever noun is masculine you have to use in accusative, er in nominative naturally. If the noun is feminine you can simply write z as a personal pronoun, it won't be wrong. If the noun is neutral, you can simply write s as a personal pronoun, it won't be wrong. But in case of object, you have to take this care that you use the correct personal pronoun. I hope the concept is clear to you. Now we will solve an exercise based on the same. Jetzt machen wir Aufgabe 9 auf der Seite Nummer Arbeitsbuch Seite Nummer 111. So everyone open workbook page number 111. Jetzt machen wir Aufgabe 9. Antworte mit Ja. Here you have to give all the answers with Ja. Zum Beispiel, kaufst du mir den Kuli? Are you going to buy the ball pen for me? Yes, I will buy it for you. So that you will be definitely to you means dear, that we have converted. Now for then Kuli, we have to decide the personal pronoun. What we have decided that if the noun is masculine, we have to consider masculine accusative personal pronoun. That will be in. So here answer will be ja, ich kaufe in dir. Now in the first sentence we have used mir first because the pronoun was at the beginning. But if you are using both the pronouns, then accusative should come first. That's why in is used first. Now let's see few more examples. Ah, gibst du mir das Arbeitsbuch? Do you give me the workbook? Ja, ich gebe. Now definitely for mir will be converted into dir. But what will happen for this Arbeitsbuch? Now we have understood here this Arbeitsbuch is neutral. So for neutral noun, we will use s as a personal pronoun. So our answer will be ja, ich gebe es dir. S will come first because accusative should come first. I hope this is clear. B is similar like A and C is similar like the example. So we will see now D1. Leihst du mir die Tasche? Will you lend me the bag? Yes, I will lend it to you. Now Tasha is feminine, so we have to use the personal pronoun sie. So our answer will be ja, ich leihe sie dir. I hope the concept is clear to you. Now we'll see one more example. E. Schenkst du deinem Vater the DVDs? Here we are asking, do you gift the DVDs to your father? So we have to use the personal pronoun for both. For DVDs also and for the father also. So yes, I gift them to him. So one thing is clear, for I will gift them. So if you directly see in the table, according to them, it will be accusative. So Z will come. Otherwise, you can also keep in mind that if a object is in plural, you can use the personal pronoun Z. and to him we are giving the seed is to him. So to him will be ihm. Okay. So ja, ich schenke sie ihm. Similarly, you are supposed to solve the remaining sentences. You write the answers of the remaining questions. We will discuss the answers in our live class. Jetzt machen wir die nächste Übung. Aufgabe 10. Aufgabe 10 auf der Seite Nummer 111. We will solve the exercise number 10 on the page number 111. Build the Sätze. You are supposed to build the sentences. A. Wir möchten Silvia ein Geschenk kaufen. And the remaining part, remaining sentence, you have to use it properly. Wir eine Uhr kaufen hier. So after wir, the verb should come. So it will be wir kaufen. Now here, ihr is a personal pronoun and Uhr is a noun. So what is the rule? That the personal pronoun should come first, then the noun should come. Then the sentence will be wir kaufen ihr eine Uhr. So the answer is wir kaufen ihr eine Uhr. Let's see one more example. B. Schau mal die Kleider. Look at the clothes. Mama, kaufen du die schönen Kleider dash uns. Now in the first one it was already conjugated wir kaufen, but here you are supposed to do the conjugation and it should be in form of question. And you must have understood according to meaning that it is yes no question. So the verb should come at the first place. So what will be the conjugation of kaufen according to du? That is kaufst du. Now uns and die Kleider. One is pronoun, one is personal pronoun. One is noun, one is pronoun. So first pronoun should come, then the noun should come. So the sentence will be, question will be, kaufst du uns die schönen Kleider? Is it clear? So we'll see one more, then you can do on your own. Say, ich möchte in die Stadt fahren. I would like to travel in the city. Ihr den Autoschlüssel geben mir. Now here also you see it is the question mark. So the verb should come first. That is geben will come first. But geben is not conjugated according to here, which you have to conjugate gebt ihr. And mir is dative and then Autoschlüssel is accusative. So first, though it is accusative or dative, first should come the personal pronoun, that is mir. So gebt ihr mir, then Autoschlüssel. In everywhere, one noun is there, one pronoun is there. You have to keep in mind while building the sentence. First pronoun should come, then noun should come. So now you solve the remaining sentences. We will discuss the answers of the same in our live class.